Good afternoon. Day after day, we live our lives and we have to figure out a way through. We're confronted with all sorts of problems, with all sorts of situations where decisions have to be made and pathways have to be figured out, and we just have to live. We have to figure it out as it lays there in front of us. And when there's challenges, when there's difficulties, we've got to figure out a way through those as well. And as we do that, as we figure things out, and as we build our plans, and as we look to figure out what our life is going to be like, as we do that, we can take a little bit of pride in what we're accomplishing. We look back at the grades we got in school and we think, well, I studied hard and I achieved those things. We think about finding our job and we say, I did really well in the interview and I had the skills to offer, and so they naturally hired me. We think about the way in which we do a lot of things in life, and we find reason to find strength in ourselves. And then there are those moments where we don't feel strong at all, where life seems like it's piling on at times, where bad things are happening, and then the next day more bad things happen, and the following day after that, yes, more bad things happen. And when we have a string of those things, the bad after bad after bad, then we don't feel so strong anymore. And that can make us feel even worse, because now, where we thought we were strong, we're proven that we're not that strong. The answer is not looking inside of ourselves. The answer is not even getting help from somebody else and their strength to help us. It's looking beyond any other human being. The answer is going to God. And God has the answer for our weaknesses. It's in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. And he said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, because my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will be glad to boast all the more in my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may shelter me." That when we are weak, God is at His strongest. And when we are weak, it's okay to be weak, because God says that is when His power is on display. That is when He is coming through His gospel. That is when He is showing His grace, and His grace is sufficient for you. Whether you feel it right now or not, His grace is sufficient for you. Whether you feel like you're ever going to come out of these difficult times and these sad times and these weak times, God is powerful, God is strong, and Christ Jesus is sheltering you. That is God's promise to you right here, right now, that when you are weak, He is strong. Until we see each other again, the Lord's blessings on your day.